for the Forest Reserve District Board of Commissioners meeting to order for Thursday, July 14th. And if we could please, Ray, start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Shall we pray before Chuck sits down? I was right behind you, Chuck. Heavenly Father, we thank you once again for this beautiful summer day that you have provided here in Will County for our Forest Preserve and all our residents. So Lord, we ask you to bless our meeting room today, all of our commissioners, directors, and the staff, and all the volunteers, the work that they do. Bless the agenda as we do your work on this morning. In our Lord's name we do pray. Amen. Amen.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Okay. I'd like to go ahead and welcome Nick Ryer with the Farmers Weekly and Susan Mahoney with the Southtown. Thank you. Judy, if we could please have roll call. If you can push in the question.
Howard.
Here.
Rogala here. Singer. Moostis.
Here.
Moran.
Here. Sorry to swallow.
I saw that. Rice. Here. Harris. Trainier. Fritz. Fritz. President. Benefield.
Here.
Gould.
Here.
Freitag. Here. Baelish.
Here.
Frizzalone.
Here.
Brooks.
Here.
Winfrey.
Here.
Parker. Here. Staley Ferry. Here. Badish. Wilhelmie.
Here.
Mayor.
Here.
Tumanillo.
Here.
Weigel.
Here.
Collins. Here. Jerry.
Here.
And Hart.
Here.
22 present.
We have a quorum. Okay, if we can then go into presentation, certificate of mailings, and certificate of publication.
Yeah, sorry. Howard.
Yes.
Motion by Freitag, second by Parker. Roll call.
Okay, there we go. Howard.
Yes.
Rogala. Yes. Moostis.
Yeah.
Moran.
Yes.
Rice.
Yes.
Fritz.
Yes.
Benefield.
Yes.
Gould.
Yes.
Freitag.
Yes.
Baelish.
Yeah.
Frizzalone.
Yes.
Brooks.
Yes.
Winfrey.
Yes.
Parker.
Yes.
Staley Ferry.
Yes.
Wilhelmie.
Yes.
Mayor.
Yes.
Tumanillo.
Yes.
Weigel.
Yes.
Collins. Yes. Ferry.
Yes.
And Hart.
Yes.
22 affirmative.
Motion carries. Okay, now we're looking for approval of minutes for June 9th, 2016. Motion by Ferry, second by Wilhelmie. Previous roll by Parker, second by Mayor. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Jim, if we can have the treasurer's report, please.
Sure, we can do that. Okay. Good morning, everyone. On the revenue side, as of June 30th, 2016, operating statements indicate the district's corporate fund collected approximately $5.8 million in total revenues, of which approximately $5.2 million is related to property taxes, $202,000 is related to replacement taxes, $64,000 are rental fees at their Four Rivers Valley facility in Shanahan, approximately $116,000 in permit fees, and the remaining balance is attributable to miscellaneous income. On the expense side, the district has incurred approximately $5.7 million of expenditures for the period ended June 30th, 2016. The district experienced net operating income of approximately $128,000. The district also paid the first debt service installment on a general obligation bond in the amount of $2,326,694. I'll answer any questions if anyone has a question. If not, that concludes my report. Thank you.
Motion?
Second.
Second, Howard. Previous roll, Collins, second by Brooks. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, is there any petitions from the public? No petitions, being none? Finance Committee, Ray.
Thank you. Good morning, Forest Preserve. The first thing on the agenda is the schedule of bills for $567,403.49, and I so move.
Motion by Terminal, second by Fritz. Previous roll by Rice, second by Stanley Fair. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Pardon?
Got that.
Abstention.
The only item in new business that we have is an award for a 2-year contract to Sikich LLP to perform the auditing services for the calendar year ending December 31st, 2016 and 17, with an option for staff to extend the contract for an additional year. The committee recommendation was approval 11-0, and I so move.
Motion by Terminal, second by Benefield. Previous roll by Moran, second by Howard. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
So Reagan, you're yes.
Oh.
I'm a yes now.
Yes, sir?
Just a real quick question. How many years has Susan done our audit now?
I would say, Commissioner, between 15 and 20 years. It's probably at least 20 years.
Yeah, the reason I bring it up is because, occasionally we go out, just open it up to and I'm okay with this, but perhaps next time around we should consider proposals.
Sure.
It's always a good idea when you get into financials. I don't need to tell you this, John, that here, the policy at the county is you can't do it more than 6 years.
Right.
We just had this very in-depth conversation, so that's why I'm sitting here smiling, because
So
John,
I think this is prudent that, when you're talking about the same firm doing it for 20 years, that it'll be approximately after this contract. It's not necessarily the best practice. I think we should strongly consider that the next time around.
We can certainly do that. We do, our auditors, they do have a policy of every so many years rotating their staff that's on the job in order to maintain that, that independence. But you bring up a very good point, and at the end of this contract, we can certainly look into do a request for proposals or qualifications.
Yeah, and very often the incumbent is not eligible to solicit the business. Like I say, it's just,
Sure.
I don't think it's the best practice for us to continue to not change on occasion. So the county's every 6 years, but I think the Forest Reserve should just re-look at the policy and whether we say it's going to be every 10 years or whatever. So I think the Finance Committee should take it up as an agenda item going forward to see if they're going to like to recommend a change in the policy based on best practices.
Yeah, we can certainly do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no problem adding that.
I absolutely agree, and we did have this conversation this morning because that was the way in with the neighborhood park district. That's how we had done it, and I was just last night talking to John about it, and again this morning. So
Now we've all had the conversation.
right. So now we're 100% in agreement on, and it just happens that this now is for the next 3 years. So, but we can get this conversation going.
2 years.
2 years.
You don't have to pick up the first year. So I would say after the 2-year contract's up, we should be out soliciting. Or we should have perhaps a revised policy in place. Let's just put it down.
But we should put it on finance. They have it as the policy of change of how we're going to do it to make it mandatory of how many years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, our next meeting date is Wednesday, August 3rd, immediately following the Operations Committee. That concludes my report.
Thank you, Ray. Appreciate it. Okay, Mike, operations.
Good morning, Forest Reserve Will Counties. First up, we have the approval of change order number 1 for 2016 Emerald Ash Borer Tree Removal. Committee recommended 9-0 approve, and I so move.
Motion by Griswold, second by Parker. Previous roll by Winfrey, second by Rice. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries.
Next up is approval to engage Mahoney, Silverman Cross to provide legal services for the purpose of conducting collective bargaining representation of personnel issues. Committee recommended 12-0, and I so move.
Motion by Griswold, second by Terminal. Previous roll by Mahoney, second by Moran. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Did you have a question?
Yeah, I want to abstain.
Okay.
I have an outstanding bill with them since Tuesday, so I just,
Okay, next up is the approval of Resolution 16-06, authorizing an intergovernmental agreement with Illinois State Toll Highway Authority for the design, construction, and operation of the Veterans Memorial Trail from Route 6 to 127th Street. Committee approved 12-0, and I so move.
Motion by Frisland, second by Benefield. Previous roll by Brooks, second by Moran. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next up is the approval of Resolution 16-03, ascertaining annual prevailing wage rates. This was tabled last month. I would move to table it again, but I would say after this month, we should move forward like we did on the county side and just take the rates that they gave last year, which is what they're moving forward with. But, yeah, didn't we have a deadline originally on this?
The state statute says
By June. Says in June that it's supposed to be approved with the June rates. However, they haven't released the June rates and now are telling us that the June rates will be released by July 31st.
It's with the budget.
So I have a motion to table it.
Commissioner, it's already
Second
tabled.
by Eustace.
It's already tabled. There's no need for any action. You need to remove it from the table if you want to take action on it today.
Okay.
before he does.
Yep, go ahead.
You know, I thought basically with the interpretation, at least that the county was, is that what's over there are the rates. If they change them later, you know, like for us to meet the statutory requirement of passing it in June, that we're just adopting whatever rates are, we adopt whatever rates were there.
I agree.
I mean, so I think, you know, we can always come back and approve a new schedule of wages. But I think that we're sending the wrong message if we don't approve it with the rates that are currently in place. That's just my opinion. I mean, I don't think it hurts us. I think it's more important to comply with the law or the statute than it is to worry about the schedule of rates.
And we certainly could do that, and just as a matter of point, they do release rates on a monthly basis, and so those rates that are contained in our general conditions with any bid that goes out is based on the most current rate data that we have.
Then I think we should just go ahead and approve it.
I agree with you.
I agree.
Legally.
It's got to come up.
Yeah, and take it off the table. So let me make a motion to take this off the table.
You need a motion to remove it from the table?
Yeah.
In a second?
Second.
Discussion?
Oh, how about we vote to?
Take it off the
Okay, yes, Todd.
Yeah, basically that's predicated upon the area standards, that's the local union wages. So we're signing contracts right now for work out there, so actually we're agreeing to pay that rate as a prevailing wage. So I think to expedite this, I think we should pass this today. Because again, if they do change it through their survey process, then it'll just be changed at a later time. But again, we're paying that today, we're signing a contract today, so I think we're agreeing to it contractually, so I think it only makes sense to pass this. Now, if there's another reason not to pass it, I don't know of it, but I think we should pass this.
We'll get it off the table. Yeah,
I made that
previous roll by Bull, second by Terry, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, now we
Right,
can.
now I'd like to make a motion to approve resolution 1603.
Second.
Second by Mayor, previous roll by Howard, second by Mahoney. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Okay, we have some reports, the district monthly program calendar. Number 2 is the Friends of the Forest Preserve District semi-annual report. Please take a look at that. It's got everything that the Friends are doing and all of the numbers in there. I think it's a very, very good report. The Thorn Creek Woods Management Commission minutes, and our next meeting is Wednesday, August 3rd at 8:30 a.m. June Creek Admin Center. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. There. Right, Ad hoc Rules Committee.
Madam Chair, we did not have an ad hoc meeting in the month of July. The next meeting is to be determined. Thank you.
We didn't even need this in here.
No, we don't.
Okay, we have no need for executive session for land acquisition. Is there any comments from the public? Anyone here, comments from the public? Okay.
I have a comment.
Being none? Joseph?
Can I make a comment as a public, or do I have to comment as a commissioner, or how can I do this?
Go ahead.
Okay, couple things I just want to bring forward to the board here. Basically, there's a lot of talk out there, there's a lot of stuff on the media right now about the rabid animals out there, rabbit, the bats, that type of thing like that. In Crete recently, they had a lady that was trying to rescue one out of the swimming pool. But I think it bit her arm and then it flew up her blouse and it bit her again. But anyway, recently Worth, they've had originally they thought it was a coyote out there in the woods, but then they found out that maybe it might be a rabid dog out there. I would just like us, as the Forest Preserve District, to provide information out there, especially when somebody on a hiking trail. And again, I live in a rural area, I'm familiar with animals, the ones you should see during the day, the ones you should see only at night. Raccoons, possums, etc., skunks, that kind of stuff like that. So if we could do like an informational program out there for the residents, especially with small kids running through the woods or whatever, if you see that cute little animal out there that you really shouldn't see during the day, stay away from it and report it. The most important thing is report it. And especially an unleashed dog or a coyote out during the day, that could be a very dangerous scenario. So again, and if it is a rabid dog, that's extremely dangerous. So maybe that's something that we can look at as the Forest Preserve District to actually provide that information out there, whether it's through signage, brochures, or something like that. So it's becoming more and more prevalent right now. And I was just reading again this morning about southern Cook County. They're having a lot of problems with that with raccoons, that kind of stuff. They call them zombie raccoons. They're out there during the day and they as being rabid. The second thing is, this is really good news. The Balmoral Park recently sold. Judy and I actually met with the new owners of Balmoral Park, the racetrack. It's not named as of yet, but they said they think they're going to keep the name Balmoral Park in there. And the reason why I'm bringing up this at the Forest Preserve District is it's an equestrian center, and this is a nationwide group that actually bought this. So they're going to bring horses in from all over the U.S. We have extensive trails adjacent to that, along Plum Grove, Plum Creek, that type of thing like that. And I had brought that up to them, but possibly maybe we can coordinate that with the Forest Preserve District, because they are going to put year-round campsites in there, that kind of stuff like that. So if there's a way, and Ralph, I know you're a genius at this, but if you can figure out a way to connect the trail system to them and coordinate with them, meet with them or whatever, I think that would be phenomenal. So actually, the clientele that will be using this area, they fly in on their jets. So they're excited about flying in the Holt Airport, that kind of stuff like that. So I think it's a very positive, it's probably one of the biggest things that we've ever seen come to Will County. Unfortunately, maybe it's not good news for the hay farmers out there, because it sounds like they buy the hay from California and Arizona, but maybe we can change that in the future too. So anyway, that was the two items I wanted to bring up at the Forest Preserve Day. Thank you.
Don?
For just a quick second here, I'm getting a lot of great feedback from constituents on our social media presence. People are telling me it's a game changer, it's taking the Forest Preserve to a new level. I'm hoping that maybe we can get our social media people at the next committee meetings or board meeting or something, so we can convey to them what a great job they're doing. The stuff that they're putting out is wonderful. Thank you.
I hope everyone's had a chance to see them, on Facebook, what is going on. Like, it's the neatest thing how they can do the panoramic. You can move your screen and you can see all around it. It is great. And Don, yeah, you like to repost that every day. Good. Is there anyone else that would, okay. John, Ralph,
I just had one. I wanted to bring to your attention that we have a Music and Moonlight event up at Wallen Lake on July 30th, beginning at 6 p.m. The event is sold out, but I know a guy who might be able to get you some tickets. So if you want to go, please just let me know and we'll make our arrangements. July 30th at 6 p.m.
And I wish that we could have Tracy Chapman, our new chief, police chief, be here, but actually, she's in Yellowstone vacationing. I'm very much needed. She gets to exhale and go on vacation, but you know, we're so proud. And all the women in this room, how proud are we to have a female chief? Like, this is great. Woo! Let's see, we're on a roll here. We got president female, our vice president. So watch out, boys. Girls on top. So if we can go ahead, there's a presentation of none and a motion to adjourn by title. Second, all in favor? Aye.